All right, Grand Rising family. Today we had a very strong message talking about the call, right? A lot of you that have experienced, heard of, looked into the twin flame journey. I really want you to, for the best of your ability, like eliminate this, like compartmentalize that concept for a second. So like divine masculine, divine feminine, we're going to put that into a box and and put it somewhere else, because what we are going to be talking about today is the divine masculine and the divine feminine in terms of like embodiment and in terms of the relationship of the two that resides within ourselves. Okay, so again, this is not a twin flame reading. Okay, this is a divine transmission. This is a divine message of what is happening in terms of these two energies and how it is calling out for us to show up today. So the feminine side of us is the more intuitive side of us. It's the more imaginative side of us. It has a lot of fluidity. It has a lot of motion. It has a lot of space. Okay. It's very connected to spirit, while divine masculine is very much about logic and structure and reason and thought. Okay, so you can hear how there's different logic and reason, imagination and creativity, yeah, structure, fluidity, and flexibility. So they are opposite, and yet they are both needed in order to create. Yeah, like in order for something to come into here, into this space in harmony, in balance, it needs both of these kinds of qualities. Okay. Now, because these two energies exist, they also manifest in divine masculine and divine feminine, and physically, energetically, emotionally, like we are able to come forth and really connect with like what energy is most present within us, most present, right? So thus we also may be able to identify which energy might not be in balance, may be lacking, may need a little bit more support, may need a little more presence within our own body as well. What is happening? So beyond this, what we're stepping into is this understanding that the divine masculine is having an awakening, a spiritual awakening. The divine masculine collective, men, are having an awakening. And this awakening is breaking them down because they're very used to structure. They're very used to logic. They're very used to just like tangible things. And these tangible things are starting to break down. The structure of our world is starting to break down. And it is allowing the masculine to feel unsafe. It's allowing the masculine to feel out of balance, out of their own comfort zone, out of their own habitual cycle of masculine energy, masculine ways of being. And so the divine feminine is now being called, that feminine energy, females, this embodiment is asking to be louder, to be stronger, to be stronger in a way that is fully feminine. Yeah. Let's go with the flow here. Let's tap into intuition and spirituality. Let's tap into this, because there is structure, the yin inside of the yang and the yang inside of the yin, right? There is structure inside of this openness. And you can take this openness, this imagination, this intuition, this creativity, and begin to crystallize it, to give it structure, because that is what the divine masculine does. It takes these things that are within us and nourishes them and works with them so that it can grow and be birthed. So for those of you very strong divine feminine embodiments that are in your community, you may be hearing this call about the masculine embodiment. Yeah. And the masculines in your life around you may be reaching out for that feminine energy. And so the message for the masculine is, know that for a long time, the feminine embodiment has been used in order to entice you, in order to stimulate you. And we are beyond that. And even the men that are holding the feminine embodiment, like, no, I see you and I recognize you. And the feminine that tend to hold the masculine embodiment, I'm with you, sister. Yeah. But there has been a lot of fight against feminine energy, what it means to embody the feminine, the fluidity, the creativity, the flow, letting go of control. Yeah. And just receiving. There has been dissonance between the truth of what the feminine brings here. And there's a piece of you that's calling out for the feminine to come into your life. You, not just in embodiment, there is a piece of you that is reaching out for the divine feminine within you to awaken. So find the divine feminine embodiment and allow them to teach you the way to awaken that divine feminine within yourself, to bring you back into harmony, to the divine feminine embodiment. The masculines, the divine masculine has become toxically masculine. We have been hurt. We have been used. We have been abused. And so it's going to be very easy for us to want to turn the masculine away. But know that that toxic masculinity is what you are also embodying. It is so vital and important for us to tune in to the balanced divine masculine within us, so that we can take this imagination, this spirituality, and begin to give it structure, to help our masculine embodiments to rise up and help bring forth and anchor into this new world what our future generations need to survive and furthermore to thrive. So this is a call to all of you spiritual beings, to all of you that are connected, to do the work, to eliminate, to release the toxic masculine and feminine within your own embodiment, and allow the balanced masculine and feminine within you to rise up so that we can pass this torch, pass this equilibrium, pass this harmony to all that we come into contact with. And it may not be an instant change, but the work that you put in is seen, is heard, is noticed by the highest part of you, by your God, by the universe. And we know that we don't have to plant the seed and tend to the seed and nurture the seed and pick the weeds and pick the harvest. And we don't have to do all of the parts. We just have to play our part. And it may be different roles with every different phase, with every different moment, with every different day. But you are the catalyst. And it all starts in here. And if you come into contact with a balanced feminine or a balanced masculine, be open to receiving the energetic resonance of the work that they have put in. so that you too may learn how to heal yourself and how to bring yourself into balance. We are loving you. We are loving you so much. And we feel that you hear this call, that you're receiving this message, and that you are open to embracing this and learning. And we are so proud of you. Loving all of you.